Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this brand new day. It is Friday, and my shirt is being pulled downward because in my pocket, weirdly enough, I have a small furry creature. A small furry creature that's not just a small furry creature, it's one of the best small furry creatures in the world. A hamster. Yes, indeed. Little Dr. Snurf. He's a cutie. He was up and digging around in his cage. I love pulling on their little tails. He was crawling around in his cage, so I grabbed him and then said, you know what? I need to start recording. So here he is. He's a cutie. I'm going to put him back in his cage, though, so he can feel safe and all that. Whoopsie. I got startled there. Okay, there we go, little guy. Yay. I'll even pull the lid back this way some so it's more dark. And you'll feel a little bit safer. Very, very good. Definitely a thumbs up. He is a cutie, doing quite well. All of my hamsters are doing well. They're running around in their cages and chewing on things, and it's a good thing because that's what hamsters do. Definitely a thumbs up on that. Hamsters are wonderful and awesome creatures. Of course, most animals are. I mean, that's a good thing. Small and furry. I speak, of course, of just the small and furry, friendly, happy rodents when I do that. I mean, don't go out and pet like a Komodo dragon or anything like that. That's a good way to just become lunch. I mean, a Komodo dragon is fully capable, one Komodo dragon, of tearing you apart and eating the pieces. Don't. Stay away from them. They are very dangerous. And even if you don't get turned to pieces and eaten, the fact that they eat, what is the word? It's not, it's the stuff that's left over. Carrion, there we are, because the carrion, they have hideous bacterial stuff inside of their mouths, so even if you get bit by a Komodo dragon, just it bites you and then runs away, you are likely going to get very sick and possibly die just because of all the horrible stuff that grows inside of their mouths. So, yay. And they're pretty vile. I mean, I say vile, but it's like if let's say it tears your leg off and wants to eat it, and so it shoves your leg down its throat. If your leg doesn't fit all the way inside of its body, like there's legs sticking out of its mouth but your foot's already in its stomach, these creatures will run at trees and stuff to slam the food down their mouths and throats just to get it further inside of them. So yay. Again, don't play with a Komodo dragon. Run away. Especially if one comes knocking at the door trying to sell you magazines. Just say no. Happy and friendly. I actually slept last night. I always sort of because my mornings are never good and always happen way too early because of pain. But I actually took a half a clonidine tablet last night. Now I'm supposed to take it twice a day, and I want to take it pretty much as it says on the instructions, because if you don't, your blood pressure can spike. Now it's very, 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 very small dosage that I'm taking. It's like 0.1 milligram, and I only take half of that. So it's not for its label purpose, it's for its off-label purpose. And the labeled purpose is keeping your blood pressure low, but it also causes drowsiness, so that's to help me sleep. And I took it before I went to bed around 11:30 last night, and it was close to 5:30, I would say, by the time that I woke up from pain. And I fell asleep fairly early. So maybe it's gonna work. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe. Here's hoping. I just don't like the fact that I gotta take it twice a day, because if it's got that drowsing effect, I already fall asleep during the day because I'm tired because I have that insomnia, and even 6 hours sleeping is still 2 hours short of what you're supposed to have, so I'm still running on a deficit. So I don't want to feel extra sleepy during the day. I already feel that way. I don't need to just suddenly fall asleep here. I mean, that's a good way to continue with my sleep apnea, and I don't want to. I still fall asleep here as it is, so falling asleep more is not a good plan. Yeah, is not a good plan. So, yay. And had a therapy session with my therapist yesterday. Ended up toward the end. Now, he did he did stress this, and it is true. You always have to remember this. Depression lies to you. And it does. It tells you you can't do things. It tells you you cannot go out and do this thing because of reasons. It says you cannot make an effort to do this because of reasons. And they're all lies. They're very persuasive lies, especially if you're caught in the middle of the depression. And unfortunately, because of the volatility of my mood, I did fall into a pretty severe depression, but tried pulling myself out pretty hard. But past that, it was very good. We talked about some good stuff. I just need to keep pushing. I talk with him about comfort, and comfort equals stagnation, and stagnation is death. So I need to hurry up and get these phone calls made, because things need to change. And he's afraid, and has been afraid, that with I'm barely treading water and slowly sinking, he doesn't want the situation and such to take care of itself by the situation taking care of itself. Nothing happens, and eventually I'm unable to pay for things, and then boom, homeless. He wants me to take care of these things before they happen, which is a good plan. So yeah, today I've got some phone calls that I've got to make, and I can do that. I can do that. I have to do that. Oh boy. So it's information gathering. I'm going to gather information, and it's going to be good. Especially since I've got to send off a check with a payment plan, and I'm hopefully not going to go too negative at that point. Things were bad, and then things were not too bad, and now things are looking iffy. So I'm hoping my monetary situation is going to be okay. So yeah, I need to hurry up and get those things done, because right now things are, I have been slowly sinking as I've been treading water, and I'm getting really, really close to the water level being right here. And I want to take care of the situation in a way that helps me, instead of just the situation occurring and then let the dice fall where they may. So definitely a thumbs up. Which means I also need to hurry up and do the things that'll maybe I can do something with if I live long enough. Like, I still got to get those stories written. Got to do that. Got to write my stories and my books, and then I got to find an agent, and that's a lot of work. And already I just don't even want to get involved with it. I barely have the energy to write. How am I supposed to get the energy to do all these other things? I mean, part of that, of course, is right now the depression is lying to me, because I have unmedicated, untreated depression. Therapy is good, but I have biochemical triggers and biochemical actions that biochemically bring me into depressed states, and there's nothing that understanding that can do other than just being aware of what's happening as it happens, which is painful and awful and all of that, because you're getting beat down all the time. So yay. But I can't afford medications right now, because I'm still trying to pay off the money that I owe to the VA already. I've stopped medications except for every once in a while, like the clonidine shows up, such like that, where so I'm trying. Definitely a good thing. I mean, I still want to do things like somehow I want to. Except I don't even know where. I don't even know how to research the find a place where I'd love to have. If I could find some artists that would work with me, but I don't even know how to find artists because I don't have a reach and I don't know how to find anyone. But I'd love to have like one of the drawings that I make as like a poster, and have 2 other posters be the reimaginings of that in another person's art style. But I don't even know how to find artists. I mean, tweeting out and such, it doesn't do anything. I talked about this, where it's when I do send out tweets, it's like I'm just screaming into the void. And I'm not complaining about that. I understand. This is the internet. This is the way things are. Nobody's guaranteed anything. It's just, I'm just saying, there's no reach for me right now because of the fact that people don't interact with. I was trying to think of the word. Don't read my tweets, basically. And that's fine. I'm not complaining about that because I have a couple people that do. And it's like with my channel, you know, I'm not going to cry over something that's not there when I've still got a tiny thing that is there. And that's a good thing. It's like, you know, don't cry over not owning a forest when you've got a plant to take care of. It's still alive, it still needs care, it still depends on you. So what if it's not a forest? So thumbs up for that. Definitely. That's why I will get sad or disappointed because I'm a human being. I mean, I'm human. I may understand some parts of my psyche and some parts of the way people work, but I'm still a part of the system. I'm still a cog in the machine, you know. Just because I understand how some things work doesn't mean I'm not affected by those things. So, yeah, I still get human. I can't remember where I was going with that because I am very tired. I started webcamming approximately 1 hour after getting out of bed, so thumbs up for that. I had to start early because the hamster was awake and I wanted to have a hamster in my video. If I had waited, I mean, already all of my hamsters are asleep. Little Gojira is asleep. Little Dr. Snurf is now asleep. Against the wall, the others are asleep. So I had to start early so that I could get a rodent in view. One day I'd like to possibly get some other rodents, but one day I'd also like to make sure I'm not going to become homeless. So, well, we shall see. But yeah, life is life. So I'm doing what I can do, and which includes, of course, trying to still go walkies and times when I don't. I didn't go walkies last night. It was raining here, and I just didn't want to get cold and wet. And I had gone walkies the previous day. I had gone walkies twice, so I wasn't like depriving myself. I mean, I was, but oh, and I've got, if you can see the red mark there, I scratched a mosquito bite. Because I keep my window open there, and there's a forest just outside there. It's a bug factory, and so bugs come in my open window, which is one of the reasons I let spiders stay in the corners. But sometimes I get zapped by mosquitoes, and that's one of them. And so I've scratched it until, of course, it's bled. Because, again, I've said, and it's true, you know, I'm smart. I know you don't scratch a mosquito bite until it bleeds, but I'm also a human being. And so I scratched my mosquito bite until it bled. Yay. That's the part, like, Gary Gygax and Dave Arneson, who invented, you know, Dungeons and Dragons way back when trying to talk about the difference between the intelligence stat and the wisdom stat. You know, I said he's smart enough to know smoking isn't good for him, but his wisdom stat isn't high enough, so of course he smokes. Thumbs up for that. Excuse me. Now, I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. Of course, I'm going to mispronounce your usernames. I'm an American English speaker. I'm better than most, but most is not perfect, so when I do slaughter your name, it is an accident. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them later. Thumbs up as many as I can, but for right now, just thanking you for having left one. And it is a range of 20 to 25 because of my depression, fibromyalgia. Even though I count in American Sign Language, I'm 1,000% better than I used to be. But still. Chrome. Midnight Boys, thank you very, very much. Swirl and Twirl. Swirl and Twirl. Sorry about that. My vision is terrible. I desperately need glasses. Pandora NYC1, thank you so very, very much. Zero Sight, greatly appreciated. And then we have Dan Meredith, thumbs up. Cynic Placebo, greatly appreciated. Ace Firecat, thumbs up and thank you. Chris SDL, thumbs up. Hi, greatly appreciated. Ghoulie, thumbs up and thank you. Confused Owl 29, greatly appreciated. Chris with an apostrophe, greatly appreciated. And Brian Glenn, thumbs up and thank you. Adrian Bryan, greatly appreciated. And Nancy Sweeney, thank you so very, very much. And then we have Weedy Allen, thumbs up and thank you. Russian Timing, greatly appreciated. Trina Tan, greatly appreciated. We have Euphoric, thumbs up and thank you. Mental Defect, greatly appreciated. Mugpie Campbell, greatly appreciated. WDID, thank you. Hi Mista, greatly appreciated. Your average otaku person, thumbs up and thank you. And last but not least, Joseph Smitherman, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you. As stated, you get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Greatly appreciated. Thank you very, very much. I've said it before, I'll say it again. When you're depressed, you need to get out of your head. You need to get out of that echo chamber of your skull before you start hearing your thoughts echo off the walls. Involve other people into your life, even if it is just going out and walking. You don't have to talk with people, you just have to be around them. Thumbs up for that. If you could, check out my various links. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become, there we go, that's the time to do this motion, become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people. That would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to. I mean, honestly, I understand if you did not wish to. But if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time, which will hopefully be trillions upon trillions upon trillions of trillennia from now, rather than say, why am I looking at this? That's not a watch. Rather than say, oh, next Tuesday. Yeah, check my watch there for the time. My band seems to have run out of battery power. Anyway, though, thumbs up for that. So, I got this video, got more videos, and that's a good thing. I don't know why my voice gets scratchier the more I talk instead of clearing up. Yay, but such is life. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. I was thinking of trying to stretch this out to 20 minutes, but then I was like, what am I even going to talk about? So, hey, take care, and thank you so very much for watching.